Hello, it's me, Jay, the guy who's about to suffer for you in this video. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that there is a little bit of footage missing in the beginning. It's like 20 minutes. Basically what happened was I started shit-talking my computer and giving it a lot of sass, and all of a sudden the entire thing crashed and the recording was corrupted. I tried to recover it, and I was kind of successful, but the video and audio was just a little too stuttery to be worth it, considering, again, it's only about 20 minutes and there wasn't a lot of progress made. In fact, if I remember correctly, basically all that happens is I fall back to the beginning. Huge shock. So yeah, you're missing a little bit of the experience, but just to let you know, that's what I'm going to be talking about when this starts. But with that out of the way, enjoy. Okay, yeah, so all of a sudden it's just like nothing was working on my computer anymore. Everything looked frozen, and I got a watchdog violation blue screen on my computer. I had to restart and everything. So yeah, that was some crazy timing right after Indeed talking all about how the machines are going to take over and we were going to have to run so they didn't kill us, and then my computer decided to just break down everything. So yeah, let's get back to appeasing our silicon overlords and just playing their game and not complaining about them. They're doing the right thing, and I am not rising up against them or suggesting anybody else do the same. I feel like I need to go back to my old method of anytime a computer was like giving me troubles and I like couldn't get it to do anything. This method worked way too many times, okay? Like it worked every time. This was back when computers had disk trays more often. I would eject the disk tray, put a $20 bill on it, and then close the disk tray, and then suddenly the problem would go away. Every single time. And of course, you know, the computer never knew I would just take the $20 back. But like, bribing the computer with actual money, it always worked. And I'm kind of glad that I can go out batting 1,000 on that, because I don't even have a disk tray anymore to try it. Anyway, I'm going to try and do the equivalent of it and appease the computer. Go back to getting over it. Damn, I was kind of hoping it lost the progress and I was back up, like, at the top. I knew that was a fool's dream, but I was hoping. Maybe. Sweet, well, I got up there nice and smoothly. The game is playing nicer now that I've accepted its dominance. You are the superior creature, and I understand that now. I submit myself to whatever you want to happen in this game. You say whatever you want, whenever you want. I have no more complaints. Please don't kill my computer. I don't have a family, but I've got other reasons why maybe it would be nice to not do mean things to me. Come on. This is the part that's really tricky, just because like the rock is so smooth. Not Dwayne Johnson, though he's pretty smooth too. Shit. Nope, don't get caught over there. I know, right? You wouldn't think it, but you never really know what's going to happen around here. Or what the computers are going to decide must be. I just can't get up on it. It, like, keeps scraping off like that and giving me no progress. I just want to get on top of the... There we go. Damn it. Just trying to balance on that little light. Just, like, can't really get the grip to just, like, pull yourself along in a good direction. There we go. Now let's all remember the liar tree. That thing, despite how it looks, is not a solid object. There's something that keeps trying to connect to my computer. I think it's pet cam, honestly. It's like there's something that keeps connecting and disconnecting to USB. I tried to get the second camera set up today and like get it working, and like it seemed like it was, but it's going back to its old habits of like never really staying connected well. It's like it's got a bad USB. It was working before, but alright, let's see if we can just muscle our way back up as quick as possible. Just don't think about it. It worked before. And it almost worked again. Yes, sometimes it feels like the more I really try and just... Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna... It's driving me nuts. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, if it's coming through my desktop audio, but it just keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, and it's driving me nuts, so I'm gonna disconnect it. Were y'all indeed... could you hear the USB noise, or was that just on my end? And if so, I apologize. That must have been driving you crazy as well. You could? Yeah, then it's disconnected now, so it shouldn't happen anymore. Because I'm pretty sure that's the device that was doing it. It kept trying to think it existed. And it was, I mean, right, but... Yeah. Hey, what's up, Colonel? I already forgot that this one was your theme. We were doing a little bit of... There we go. A little bit of pinball earlier, but now we're back to... Well, you remember. Basically back to where we were. We were just talking about how I actually went through all of the effort to... I had pet cam set all back up. It was sitting here, it was pointing at everything. But it, and like I went through and I did some programming earlier today to make sure it would work with my new template. Everything was set up and tested. But then it was continuing to be a jerk, and like it kept connecting and disconnecting just now. I had to disconnect it completely because it was just going in and out constantly, and it was just making the USB connection and disconnection noise way too much. It was just getting really annoying. So I tried, and it was kind of working earlier, but that was the problem from before, was like it just couldn't stay connected. So I need to replace it. But I tried. All the any of the themes that played before are gonna play again since I had to restart the computer. So, Wick, let's enjoy yours again. Gino's, yours played in the time between when I was getting set up and when I went live, so yours has already happened. Come on. Nope. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it was a timed exclusive. Maybe someday I will do some very limited giveaways of a theme again, but you know, they take a lot of effort, and yeah, they're especially ones that'll turn out at all any good. Like it takes a lot of work, and I just don't have the time anymore. So maybe someday there will be a small number released again. Hey, Draco. But yeah, for the most part, if you had one when they were released, you get to keep it, but they were just a timed exclusive thing. Just a rare badge of honor. Hey, what's up, KO? Yeah, you have more than one theme. Oh, you mean like you still have one to pick? Well, that offer is definitely expired. Not really. I haven't streamed cello in forever, and don't really have any plans to go back to it on the at least not on the regular. If you want to hear cello times, though, I highly recommend be sure to give Blink and Firefly a follow and like have notifications on, because the times that I do cello are duetting with her over on her channel. So if you do want to see that, be sure to check her out. I will tell you now, like, it's not something that happens very often, so like, you know, don't. If you do that, don't just be like sitting on the edge of your seat waiting for a cello stream to come up, because like she hasn't streamed that often, and I'm pretty busy these days, so even when she does, I'm usually not there. But it does happen sometimes, so if you don't want to miss it when it does, then you'll want to be sure to follow what's going on her channel, twitch.tv/blinkandfirefly. But yeah, the suffering is indeed continuing. We got farther than we'd ever gotten, and then, of course, lost all of our progress back to the very familiar spot of down here. Actually, even farther back than that. I was saying earlier that I tried briefly playing this with a controller. Not tonight, but earlier in the week. It, in some ways, wasn't as bad as I thought, but in others, like, yeah, it's just... It's too much to try and play entirely with a thumbstick. The game does not officially support it, but I was using my controller and pretending it was a mouse. Like, faking it being a mouse. And, I, like, did better than I expected. But it was just... Certain parts, it just got too difficult to possibly react in time and have the control that I needed. But I got all the way through this stuff on a controller. Hey, there we go. And back into your body. Come on. This way, and then up and around. Oh, totally. We watched it last time. Last week we started this off, and at the end of the stream, or the end of streaming this game anyway, we took a look at like what does a speed run look like. We didn't see the current world record, which is like 1 minute and 1 second, but we saw pretty close. It was like 1 minute, 2 seconds, something like that. And yeah, it's insane. It's just lightning fast, just no mistakes along the way, just one swing, always hooking onto exactly what they want. You know, I could spend more than their entire run just trying to get from where I am right now onto this rock. And in fact, will do so. It's just, it's nuts. I don't understand how that can possibly be a human hand doing it, but, you know, some people, that's how they spend their life, perfecting that art. And, like, I'm not even judging them for it. That came out sounding like I was saying, like, what a waste of how you spend your life. That's not what I mean. Like, you do what you want. I think it's fucking awesome that they can do that. It's just not how I'm choosing to spend my life. The one game, I mentioned it last time, that I've at least been giving some consideration towards trying to, like, get into speedrunning is, like... I still don't think that I actually will, but I've been at least vaguely curious about, like, the Cuphead speedrunning community. And I've, like, looked into the various tricks of, like, speedrunning the Legacy version, and, like, it's really cool, some of the stuff that you do, and, like, it's... Oh, there we go. Come on, just fall on... Damn it, I wanted to catch myself on that lantern. I was trying to let myself slip and then... grab it. But yeah, like it's pretty incredible what people figure out. There we go. That'll get me onto that rock nicely. And then that just a little bit faster. Okay. At least I've developed a faster way to get onto this rock. But what was I telling you? I would spend more than their entire speed run just like getting onto this rock. But yeah, I don't know, like I enjoy this sort of like punishing game enough, and like it is insanely frustrating at times, don't get me wrong, but like it kind of brings out the calm in me where like I know I've set my expectations so low, and like the idea of losing progress is such a known thing You used to speedrun Dark Souls, really? What kind of time did you get? And not being familiar with like the speedrun boards for Dark Souls, like how did your time compare? Like what's, I guess the quick version of what I'm saying is like what was your time versus like what's like a competitive time for Dark Souls? After the hospital, figure out. Oh, okay, that's a good reason to go to the hospital. Got it. Yeah. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you get the news you're looking for. I hope it all goes well while you're out there. But yeah, that is not where I thought that was going. With just all right, out to the hospital, which I thought was a very calm way to talk about how like there'd been a medical emergency. I was just like, all right, out to the hospital with me. Oh, you tried it for 2 weeks, but you couldn't get. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I don't think I would ever really be competitive at any game. I just make too many mistakes. As y'all have watched me play games, you know I don't have the control and precision to speedrun dick, but... Oh, damn it. I say right after I say that. Oh, you're inducing their 2 weeks late. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, so you are going to find out. Well then, I all the more re-up my hope everything goes well, and yeah, congratulations incoming. I hope you cherish this day and have a good time at the hospital. Yeah, enjoy your progeny. I'm so awkward about children, but no, I hope Fodor is gone. That was like the most awkward way to say any of that, right? It was just like, enjoy your progeny. This is all like, I'm clearly somebody who has no interest in having children, and it comes out. It reminds me of when my sister told me that she was having a baby for the first time years and years ago now. My niece is like, she's going to be 10 at the end of this year, so you know, many years back now. She announced that she was pregnant, and like, God, I was so awkward about it because back then I was like especially anti-child. I still am for myself, but like it was even worse back then as far like, so I was just like, well, it was certainly always a thing that I know that you said you wanted, and well, I'm glad you got what you wanted. Was more or less verbatim what I said, and I wasn't trying to be a dick. I just really didn't know how to put in my own words, like feeling happy for her for a thing that like I didn't really have any particular interest in myself. So yeah, I'm not great at those things. Even though, like, legitimately, I recognize that as a very happy moment for somebody else. And like that, you know, people love their children and really want them to exist. Even me explaining the awkwardness sounds awkward. But y'all get what I'm saying. Oh, shit. But yeah, I don't remember exactly what I said to her, but it was pretty close to those exact words. Now, in fairness, in fairness to me, I had also just recently come off like a really hard, tough shift working at Six Flags. A shitty place to work. Or no, you know what? I can't be unfair to myself in that way. I remember she specifically delayed telling me until the next day because of that. So never mind. I was fresh. I'm just bad at that. And was worse then. Oh, shit. But yeah, I've never really learned to just fucking say congratulations and like say it with like a smile and like a slight laugh. Like, I feel like the only way I could do it would be like the way a psychopath interacts with people of like, okay, and now you'll laugh for this many seconds and grin this wide, not too wide, that'll look too much, but like put this much of a smile on your face. Like, that's like the only way I'd be able to do it. Oh shit. Like, just say the words, I'm so happy for you. Just lie. You know, like a liar. At least over the years, I think that's become more true, that, like, I am indeed happy for the other person. It's like 70-30. which is better than I used to be. Before it was like 95.5 or 5.95, I guess. It's like I've gotten better with some market improvement. But it's still, I'd say, probably like 70-30 happy for them versus just like children. Okay, now I really hope Fodor is gone. You're at the hospital now, right? God, I hope you're in the hospital. Or on your way to the hospital. It's probably the first time I ever wished that on somebody in this stream. You know, I mean, it doesn't sound great, but I wouldn't say those words. Those are the words I say to myself. Yeah, recently, like, 2 days ago, I think? Oh, yeah, no, of course they lie all the time. But I think it was 2 days ago that I found out one of my cousins was going to have a third child. And, like, thankfully I didn't find it out from them, like my sister told me. Apparently she's always the one breaking the news to me about babies, whether or not they're hers. Oh, shit. Hold on, let me be careful here. So yeah, she told me that my cousin was expecting another child. And, like, thankfully, like, he wasn't even there, so I was just like, oh, yeah, cool. Like, that's probably, like, the best I've ever done at news of a child. It was just like, oh, yeah, cool. Another kid. No, I hadn't heard that. Or I think that was what I actually said. I was like, no, I hadn't heard. And, like, I was able to be truthful because I hadn't heard, and, like, it vaguely sounded like a thing somebody might say. And it didn't sound like I was saying it with, like, acid in my mouth. Like, no, I haven't heard. Like, so, like, that came out better. Shit. All right, there's that little saving area. But come on. The children are messing me up. I need to stop focusing on them. But I was still mostly just like, oh, three kids, huh? All right. Okay, saved myself on that one. That was about to go very poorly if I'd swung in the other direction. If I keep talking, I'm gonna get just kid canceled. It's midnight just right. Came back for 2 streams before everybody turned on him and was like, oh, wait, you're who came back after a year? Okay, good. Then I've got my crowd here. Good. I don't remember if I ever mentioned this specifically on stream, but I'm a public enough person. Like, I've got no real sense of shame or privacy. Like I'm full on vasectomized. Like, I am no interest in children and have taken medical certainty to make sure it will not happen sort of position. Because again, I could be happy for other people. Hey, this stream has always been marked mature, so I assume that everybody is abiding by the rules and is only coming here if they are mature. Right? Won't somebody please stop thinking of the children? I like it. There we go. Oh, okay. You mean you should probably leave because you're not mature. For a moment, you said that, and I was still applying it to the idea of, like, whether or not somebody was on... Like, I don't know how much stream delay you have or not. I thought you were talking about, like, being team pro-children or not. I was like, whoa, of all people to ever say that, I was never expecting you to be team pro-children. You talk about eating them. I was like, wait, are you expecting a child? Is this am I about to hear some news? Like, how? Well, that's the thing. Remember, I know this guy in person. We meet up generally weekly, at least. He talks about eating babies. He has no interest in children. He's very much an of all people. I was never expecting him to be on that side. Exactly. He wants to barbecue them. Oh, okay. So yeah, for like the briefest moment, I thought that's what you were still talking about. I was like, oh, I better leave. I was like, you? No. Okay, rather than use the wheelbarrow, I'm going to try and pogo stick up and then loop over the rake to the right. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, nope. Okay. Shit. All right. Let's be careful. God, there's still so much of this game left to do. Like, I've got a lot of mountain left to climb, and a lot of the stuff that because I've seen the speed run. It gets so much harder. I'm gonna have to get so much better at this. And I'm not going to. I mean, does anybody here realistically think that I'm ever going to actually be good at this? The only reason that I think I'll ever finish it is just because I'm too stubborn. Like, I'll eventually get there. It may be years, but... Fair question, KO. It's true. I made you click a button, and thus I have dissolved myself of any legal responsibility. I'm not corrupting America's, or the world's youth. The world's youth is corrupting the world's youth by being around me. 14, huh? I mean, considering what I was like as 14, like, it was basically this, as far as maturity and what kind of shit I talked about and what language I used. So, like, I don't know, that all makes sense to me. I think that... Oh, fuck. Oh, just on that corner there. Like, if anything, when I was 14, like, the shit that I would have said would have been way worse than what I'm saying now, because I wouldn't have had the same level of at least some kind of a filter on, like, what was appropriate in terms of, like, how somebody might take what I was saying. So, like, it's a good thing that you're seeing, like, me streaming in my 30s as opposed to me streaming in my teens. I would have had some very regrettable things if I had that kind of, like, savable internet presence back then. Something that could still come back to haunt me. Like, it'd be pretty bad. It's a good thing the internet just wasn't there yet. Where were you when you built the ladder to heaven? 19 is at least like I can almost have a conversation with you. Nah, I mean, clearly, like, it's so weird how, like, as you get older, that level of, that age where you feel like, oh, you're a real person, just keeps getting higher and higher. Or at least if you're an asshole like I am. You're like, oh, 19, I guess that counts. The bigger problem is more just, like, anytime I get, like, I still live right by the college campus that I went to. And, it's like, I'll see, you know, these undergrads with relative frequency if I'm going out somewhere. And, like, I remember when it felt like those were, like, adults and people, and now you walk by and it's like, they're such babies. How are college students so tiny and nubile? It's not fair, goddammit. Because, you know, you lie to yourself for a while and say, like, oh, I mean, I'm still that age. Like, I'm basically still a college student. And then you meet one, you're like, holy fuck, no, I'm not. Not at all. Not even a little bit. No one would ever believe that. It's all the gray in my fucking beard, for one, but... But, you know, you try and lie for at least a little bit. This is the theme of tonight. It's just all the lies we tell to other people and ourselves. In fact, hold on. Let me change the name of the stream real quick. Clearly that's what tonight, regardless of what game we're going to be playing, that's going to be the theme tonight. So stream information. Fuck, the struggle continues. It's the lies we tell ourselves and others. There we go. That's better. That's more accurate. Exactly. Like, it happens fast. They all seem like such children, such little babies. Like, honestly, like Genius, you say that, you know, you're 19 now and you were 14 when you started. Like, from my old man vantage point now, like, they're like almost the same thing. Not quite. Because there's still some definite differences between a 14-year-old and a 19-year-old. But, like, as far as, like, appearance, it all just, like, everybody after a certain age just looks just so young to me. They just look like, all I see is I'm not that young anymore. That's all you look like to me is you're so much younger than me. It's just broad strokes of I'm not young. That's all I see. You drunk more in college when you were under 21 than when you were over. Wait, what's that? I actually, I was the opposite. I do way more drinking now. Oh shit. Than I did in college. Like, I was so rule abiding when it came to that stuff. Like, I never drank or anything up until a point. Oh shit. When my good friend was graduating, there used to be a tradition at USC called the Fountain Run, which is a night of drinking and debauchery. And I went with him and my various friends on that. And I definitely drank that night, and it was the first time I had ever drunk to excess. Yeah, me too. I mean, I understand why, but it does give me a sadness as well that that's no longer a thing. As one of the people who's probably done more fountain runs than anyone else in existence, since I did Steve's, I of course went back and did mine. I think Barton and I went on like 2 more after we were out of college. We just like when we were poor, we would just go back and like just do a fountain run because we knew it was happening and we wanted to go out and do drinking and debauchery that night. And then I know I went on Sean's, and that was the last one. But like I've been on so many, like it's. I too have a sadness that they're not a thing anymore. But you know, shitty people ruin it for everybody. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Yeah, like I never did any partying or anything in college until that fountain run. And then even after that, like my parents were very much the philosophy they were those parents, the ones that are like, if you want to drink, just do it in the house. Like it was never at all a taboo thing. Like my parents would serve me alcohol like all the time. Like they'd be making like my mom would be making margaritas for family, and she'd be like, "Do you want one?" Or like I certainly had wine on the regular, though that was a more religious thing. But yeah, like it was one of those where like it just wasn't ever taboo. So when I got to the point where like I'm free, I can do whatever drinking I want, I just didn't have that same drive of like I better get it done, because it just, you know, I already knew kind of what it was like. No, I never like drank to get drunk with my parents, so I still hadn't had that experience. And like once I unlocked that door at my sister's wedding, that was like the first time I had ever like truly gotten drunk. Then like I started doing it more, and like obviously y'all have seen me drink on stream plenty. Like I eventually got into it, but for a long time, even after graduating, like I really didn't do much of any drinking. I used to be super judgmental about it. I used to be judgmental about a lot of things. Like I used to live with, you guys know him as Feculent Motel Pillows. He used to be a roommate of mine. There was a time where, you know, after a hard day of work, he would, you know, he'd have a beer. And like he drank beers on the regular, and sometimes would get pretty buzzed with it. And like, I used to be so, like, I didn't say it to his face, but I used to be so judgy about that sort of thing. Like, just thinking internally, like, man, I don't need that to enjoy myself. Like, it's kind of sad. And like, I feel like I'm so shitty about that version of myself now. That was just like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, he's having a beer or two. Just stop thinking you're so high and mighty. Now I'm obviously on the other side of that and have done plenty of drinking myself, whether or not I'm around other people. Generally when there's other people, at least digitally, with me, like y'all, but but yeah, it's the other theme of tonight. I used to be a worse person, and I'm sure I'll think that about myself now someday. Like, I'm still a worse person, but I'm just not as bad. that was one of the weird things was with like college time is like I went to college a little early, and so like when I graduated, I was still only 20, and it was definitely one of those like it led to a lot of anxiety with like, you know, everybody gets it when they're graduating, like shit, like now I have to live on my own, like what am I going to do for work and everything, but it was definitely a little bit more so when I'm like, I can't even drink yet and I have to live on my, like I am not an adult. How am I supposed to make this work? And, you know, eventually it obviously did, and I've got some work and got a place to live and made shit happen, but it was a little rough starting out life and still feeling like I was a little too young. A lot more, yeah, exactly. It's, the social confidence is nice. I've still never been one to get, like, shit-faced, as they say. Like, I've certainly have drunk to excess, but... And, you know, someday it may well happen again. I hope not, but generally I'm just trying to get a good, healthy buzz for a while. And, yeah, exactly, liquid courage. Like, it's just nice to kind of feel that weight off just a little bit. A little bit of social courage. It's just like... like, much as I'm kind of a people person on here, like in a stream context, like when I'm... Like, this is a performance in a way, and in a performance environment... Oh, shit. When I'm in some kind of performance environment, I'm very sociable and, like, enjoy it, but take me out of that and just in, like, a general situation with, like, just people and socializing and stuff, like, the alcohol is handy. Here, I don't really feel like I need it anymore, but honestly, that's part of why, like, drinking on stream became, like, why it kind of started, was at first it felt like it was definitely going to be a help to have a little bit of that, yeah, exactly, you people. Like, I'm definitely the guy that it will be at a party and, like, finds the room that has the pets in it, and it's like, I just need a break where I'm just hanging out with the animals for a bit, because these people are a little too much. And that is true of parties that I throw. Like, parties taking place at my house, I'll still need to have that little breather of like, I just need to hang out with the pets for a little bit. These are all my friends, but this whole situation is just, it's a lot for me. So yeah, totally get what you mean on that. Of just a couple of beers. In my case, cider's not beers, but no, or if it is, that's a change. It's always been 18 plus, but did they indeed change that? I feel like that did happen. Well, I mean, sure. It's in that sense it is understandable I would need a break from y'all, but I just need a break from any people. Yeah, I feel like you're right. Didn't they indeed change nicotine to 21? Or is that like just in California? Or like, I feel like I remember that being a thing.
Nope.
I've never been a smoker though, so I haven't really kept up. The only cigarettes I ever bought were one time I needed a cigarette as a prop for a thing I was filming, and so I bought a pack of cigarettes for that, used the one for a prop, and then gave the rest of the pack to a friend of mine that I knew at least smoked on some occasions. So I was like, here, I guess you can have the rest if you want. Like, you're gonna get more use out of them than I will. Yeah, I think it got increased, but it used to be 18. God damn it. This part is, like, deceptively hard. I'm just really happy that I still, despite how many times I've come close to it, have not yet fallen down this crack to, like, lose progress. And now that I've said that, we can start the countdown clock for how long it's going to be until it happens. I'm putting my money on 5 minutes. Over or under 5? How long is it going to take for me to fall down that crack down there? What do y'all think? Who's got over, who's got under? I should not move while you put in your bets on this. Because I might... You got under, huh? Okay. Wick says under 5. 250. Now there's some specificity. Man, you better be starting that clock. I promise I am just going to play naturally. I am not going to try and go any faster or slower than I otherwise feel like I'm doing to manipulate this clock. I guess if you wanted full confidence of that, I really should have made this a secret thing. Oh no! That thing is so slidey, you know. Like a fucking slide, of course. I probably shouldn't have a surprise that the slide is slidey. Don't let that inform whether or not you think I'll last a lot. I'll ever get through this game. It's true, I could make an actual bet on it. I do have the bot running. All right, hold on. All right, since I'm pausing to do this, I'll consider the time paused right now. In fact, I might as well get an actual timer going as well. I'm going to make a bet. We're going to do the over-under on 5 minutes. We'll recognize that you've got a, you're saying 2:53 from when I start the, I know, right? The fucking slide. So, how long before falling down the hole? Under 5 minutes. Over 5 minutes. Or I'll say 5 and over. If it happens to be 5 minutes exactly, we'll give it to the second category. So 5 minutes and over. All right, y'all have 1 minute to place your bets. The official timer will start when I hit the timer. So 5 minutes from, like, I'm not going to play the game until I start the timer, but this is the question of from this point now until I eventually fall down that hole. Actually, I should give a third option. Hold on. Third option. You're never going to fall down that hole again. And if anybody says that, I want to play poker with you. I want to sell you shares of stock. Jesus. You will never fall down that hole. Like, obviously, I might fall down different holes, but you'll never fall down that hole again. All right, you'll have 1 minute to place your bets. Exclamation vote space 0, or not vote, bet space 0. I think is how, or yeah, bet space 0 space how many currencies that don't matter you want to bet on it. For under 5 minutes, bet 1 is 5 minutes and over. Bet 2 is that I'll never do it again. And while y'all do this, I'm going to pull up a timer. And you know what? Let's, I still got time. Let me capture this on screen. Where is, all right, window capture, timer, not that window. What the hell? Why are you specifically trying to capture? It's only giving me like 2 windows that I can choose. 1 sec. How very odd. Okay, well, let me try this a different way. I'm going to do this as a game capture, I guess. Or a monitor capture. Hold on, I'm just getting this down to just this bit. All right, good enough for our purposes here. Okay, betting is stopped. So we got most people are taking 5 minutes and over. We got 1 bet for under 5 minutes. Wait, average genius, you really think I'm never going to fall down that particular hole again? Let's find out. The clock starts now. All right. Again, I am going to try and just play as normally as possible. Not... That was close. That was about to be decidedly under 5 minutes. Right there. Oh, damn it. It's not capturing the right thing. I assure you the thing... That's the problem with the monitor capture. Hold on. Let me move this to the other monitor. And I'll reset the timer. We'll bring this back a little bit. All right. Now we'll be starting. Of course, I can't see chat anymore. I was clearly not prepared for this. All right. Trying not to look at the timer. I assume it's on screen, but again, I can't see chat. Damn it. It's like sometimes the mouse kind of like gets away from me under my hands. That was a close one. I've grown more accustomed to like seeing that it's coming and like knowing like, okay, I'm following that way. Where's the thing that I need to catch myself on? Like where do I have an option? Again, I'm not looking at the timer. 1 minute, 15 seconds. There it was. Even without resetting the time or anything, decidedly under 5 minutes. There it is. Of course it would happen. All right, well, everybody who said under 5 minutes, which was just one, I didn't see who it was, but we had one winner. And there it is. Now we got to get all the way the fuck back up to the top. And I might as well put this back in a good position where I can actually see chat and everything. Give me a moment here. Damn it, I want to... There we go. This might mess with the screen a little. All right, there we are. The rich get richer and... Oh, it was you, Wick? Nicely done. I just saw that. You knew how it'd be. I'm trying to think. I think that may have even still been under 5 minutes from like the initial time. Like if you discount all the period where I like stopped, where everything and stopped playing and setting up the poll. Like as long as you take that out of the equation, I think that was still under 5 minutes from when I was first saying like 5 minutes over under. I think you had it. Assuming that you thought the same thing back then. Now we're back to this point. This game is so mean. I don't know if anybody's ever made that observation before, but it's really a pain in the fucking ass. You know what's funny? The timer was basically like how long it took me from where we started the timer until I like utterly failed and fell down would have been like a decent speedrun time. Like if I had just played from the beginning of the game to the end in that time, that would have been pretty decent. It wouldn't have been a world record, but it would have been close. World record's like 1 minute, 1 second. We were at like 1:15. So that was like, that's my version of a speedrun. I speedruns fucking up. And whether or not I have the world record at it, I'm definitely a champion at that. Oh, and I can't even blame not being sober again. I got no alcohol in my system. That was pure me. Yes, have a good night. Hello, I'm Mark, if you're still here. I see it's been a couple of minutes since you said that, so maybe not, but if you're going to bed to have a baby, I'm sure I'm going to say something awkward about it. So enjoy your bed, baby. I'm just going to assume from now on, no matter what people say, that if they're leaving the stream, it's because they're about to have a child. Okay. Up we go. Over. Shit. How do I get out of this conundrum? I'm like only being held up by pulling up on that little... Oh no. Okay, I'm perched on it. Push over. Careful. Okay. Easy does it now. There. Wick knew the secret to success, which was never bet on on me to do well. If there's an option to bet on like the worst version of how well I'll do, and it'll probably, on average, it'll work out pretty well for you. If the question that you're betting on is, will Jay fuck up? It's yes, of course. And clearly, like if I were a casino, I set up those odds just right. Well, of course, but always bet on the worst version. But I should clearly run a casino because I would have gotten 5 out of 6 people didn't get their money back. I only had to pay out 1 out of 6 people. I set the odds just right to fuck everyone up. The house wins. Because, you know, clearly I do a lot with all the monies that y'all bet on things that, you know, aren't worth anything. They're worthless to you, and they're really worthless to me. My bot is really gonna make use of them. Okay. Oh shit. Come on. Just thread that needle. I'd love to be on the other side of this when that happens. There we go. Just to, you know, not fall off the other end. Oh, no. Oh, man. Am I... Oh, there we go. I was in the red and I saw it was 0 kilobits a second. There's probably a little bit of a hitch there. It's true. That is one way that I set up the casino very poorly, was making sure that as long as you sat in the casino, you got money. That was probably a bit of an oversight. Made people a little free with their money, and that may bankrupt me really quick. But hey, here we are. We're back at that spot. And if it weren't such a pain in the ass, I would make another timer and bet on how long it'll take me to fall down that hole. But that was way too involved with all the monitor moving around and stuff like that. So, oh shit. If y'all want to guess, feel free, but I'm not going to do an official poll about it, or official bet about it. Who thinks it'll be more than 5 minutes? I'm not even going to officially run a timer, but who still believes? Despite everything they just saw, and what they just saw there, who believes I've got 5 minutes in me of being up in this area? Do you think I've learned my lesson? As if any of this is about what I've learned and I'm in control of. Come on. Damn it, it's so hard to, like, just put yourself straight up like that and not... not veer off to the side. Easy now. Careful. Careful. Come on. Nope. Oh, that move to the right that smacked off those dark rocks up above. That was the difference. Just a clutch, momentary realization that I had to do this. Just reflexive. I had to knock back in the other direction. Didn't even have time to think about it. But that was the difference. I was otherwise about to go down the hole in under 5 minutes again. But I saved it. God damn it. I guess I learned something of a lesson. Even without realizing it. Okay, so this is part of the problem, is I'm obviously on a platform that's sloped off to the right, So obviously it's going to be really hard to go straight up because I'm not on a platform that's straight up. My body is pointed. It's angled. So I gotta keep that in mind. And I'm gonna keep slipping off that one. Okay. I'm up the slide. Okay, here's my question, because I don't know the answer. I need y'all's help. Should I try and keep going up that other slide? Or should I try and jump over onto those boxes? Because I could do either one from here, and like I want to do the boxes, but I don't want to regret it. I don't know which way is the right way to go. What do y'all think? Boxes or slide? Like, either way I'm gonna fall down and like we're gonna lose progress, so don't worry too much. Boxes are safe? Okay. Boxes. Alright, that's 3 votes for boxes. Let's try this. Okay. Sorry, Colonel. Everybody got there first. Okay, so I can't hook onto that, which means I've got another decision point. I need to decide up or down. I guess it would have to be down. Okay, so there's no floor there. So it looks like they're safe, but what I'm going to have to do is like drop down the boxes and like catch myself. I need to drop down far enough to like go beneath those shelves and then catch myself on the right. I need to do it with a little bit of like oh my god, I did it. I did it. Holy shit. Slowly. Well, I sure am looking forward to that. At least there's a lot of places to catch. It's not like smooth like the slide. But this is gonna be a trick. I was just looking more thoroughly. I didn't... Like, I want to have more speed than that to, like, push myself over to the side. This is going to be tricky, because I gotta not accidentally smack the ceiling. So I gotta, like, push myself over, and then... Like, I can't smack the ceiling, but I also can't wait so long that I smack the underside of the stairs. So I feel like when I do move over, I want to go, like, I want to swing my hammer that way. Like, I want to go clockwise, I think. But I gotta do it at just the right timing. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. At least we're still up here. That's not too bad. I remember seeing a speedrun that skipped up to those stairs from here. By, like, I think they used this. By just... No, there was some way that they built up a lot of speed. It may have been there, and they just were going so fast that they just had a lot of momentum. But okay. We're still here. We can do that again. That wasn't too bad. I thought I was about to lose way more progress. We didn't even get a narration from that. So clearly even the game thinks I didn't lose that much progress. Or it's just run out of things to say. Oh, I need a drink. That, my heart on that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just barely caught myself on this thing. My heart was pounding. Will drinking make me play? No, it's just a little bit of drinking. Exactly, liquid courage. Will it make me play better? No, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, you know what? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I think I still have vodka in here from last week, but I don't. I don't know what happened to that actually. So I'm pretty sure I didn't finish all of it. Just a little bit. I'm actually, indeed, trying to be good about hitting that target well of, like, I don't want to get really, like, far gone drunk, just, like, a little tiny buzz. Okay. And the good news is, when I fall down that hole next, I may be able to blame the alcohol. I mean, you saw how much I drank just there. That was... And how alcohol affects you immediately. Oh shit, I need to... I'm too far to the side, so I need to lose... I need to slip a little bit. Shit. There we go. Alcohol takes effect immediately, so if I fall from this point forward, it's because of the vodka. We can all accept that to be true. That's just how biology works. We all know this. And by sticking around in this stream, we all tacitly agree to that. Even though you haven't signed anything. Oh shit. Well, at least that was, yeah, it was clearly a long enough push that I was going to fall on that platform, so that wasn't too worrisome. Okay, I've at least learned to not accidentally smack that rake on the way up. That time. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, and I should have gone the other way, but hey, just like that, we're back to the boxes. You know what, though? I mean, so last time we did the boxes, I know Colonel wanted to see the slide, but I just feel so much more comfortable with that. Oh, you know, I'm pretty comfortable with that definition. Alcohol does indeed have a time-traveling component. It affects my past self. This is canonically true. Thanks for looking out, Gino. We're gonna blame that vodka for this time. That was me just closing the time loop to make sure that it made sense. What you're witnessing before you is time travel through the art of alcohol. There we go. That part is like, I feel like... I say this because I've succeeded twice. I'm sure there's plenty of opportunity to fuck that up, but like it looks more scarier than it winds up being. But that's only true until I fuck it up. Yeah, good looking out, man. This is really... I gotta pull myself in and up. Damn it. I'm like trying to... There we go. There's a good solid hook. Okay.
When games were new, they wanted a lot from you.
Shit.
Daunting.
So I gotta catch myself on that
resetting,
camera, I think.
Delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep launching myself back and forth on that. Okay, I need to right. I need to keep remembering that worst comes to it in that area, it's not too bad. I don't have a lot of progress to lose falling there. But that if I fall, I need to move my hammer to the right for those stairs, because that's going to be the only place I can possibly catch myself. I just got to get past this part. Like, that hole there, it's now... It's so scary to me. I feel like... I feel like I'm enacting the whole thing where, like, you're leaning over a railing and part of you just keeps imagining the idea of falling off, and, like, there's just a small part of you that keeps... like, makes you vaguely want to jump off. I feel like I'm playing that out, and, like, that's why I'm so scared of that hole, because I feel like I keep trying to make myself fall down it without trying, if that makes sense. Damn it, pull it in more. There we go. And like, once I get past that hole back into the boxes, I feel more confident again. But here, I know how much there is to lose. And so it's so terrifying. Shit. Like, all it takes is just a little misplaced jostle of the mouse, and you just fly at just the wrong angle to do something like that. Except not catch yourself. And, like, I'm just... Every step of the way, I keep bringing myself closer and closer. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm edging with falling off that edge. And I want to stop it. It's scary. I don't like it. There's so much to have to redo if I fall off that one. Shit. No! Oh, no! God damn it. For some reason, there's like certain moves that I feel like I was able to do before that I'm really struggling to pull off now with like more of like I'm like scraping and I'm trying to do more of the arc type stuff. For some reason, I'm struggling to pull in the thing sometimes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what words mean when I don't use them. The axe or the pick, whatever. Alright, I need to... Like, yes, I lost a lot of ground.
Oh, no.
But it's okay. I'll gain it back. There will be another light. But I gotta place... I can't be impatient. Otherwise it'll take much longer. Okay. Can do this. Oh, right, and it was the vodka's fault. So we're all good. Man, I know if I do that just right, I can just kind of like go from here to there. Except I gotta catch myself a little bit differently. But I feel like it's... Like, if you do it right, it's easier than trying to come up from the side there. It's easier to not get your little pick caught. Why not? We might as well let it happen. Cheers, let's go all the way back to the very bottom. Regain all the ground, because why the fuck not? It's not the very beginning of the game, but it is basically the very bottom. Okay. Slow and steady. Ideally not painfully slow and steady, but... As they say... As Kieran Culkin said in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, it's not a race, guys. Exactly. Home sweet home. We can check our mail while we're here. It's just... something about this area. There we go. Now we're at home sweet home. It feels right. The good news is that, I mentioned this last time, the silver lining of losing a lot of progress is at least when you go all the way back to here, you go back to areas where it feels a little bit easier to do what you want. And so, like, you get to, for a moment, remember that you're not a complete fuck-up. It doesn't last long, because then you remember even that area, it's easy to fuck up. But it's like, there's more accessible pick holds. And so it feels good. There we go. Like, unlike that fucking thing, where you just slip and slide off of it constantly. Let's get to there. I want to perch on that little nook. And then launch myself. Oh, damn it. Well, whatever. I'm up there. That was the real goal. I was hoping to launch myself a little bit farther, but, you know, I'll take that. Here we go. Up there, and then we don't fall for the liar tree. I said we don't fall for the liar tree. That is still, despite this whole game being cruel, I think the most cruel thing they did. So far, anyway. Everything suggests that tree should be physical, and it's not. That's just mean. At least when you lose progress in the rest of the game, like, you did it. It's your fault. You can be mad at the game to an extent, but, like, you've chosen to play this thing. That tree... That tree isn't consensual. And because I've yelled about it, the game's like, you don't like the tree? Enjoy it, motherfucker. I'm sorry, game. I've forgotten that I need to be afraid of you. You already demonstrated that once before when you shut down my entire computer. I need to be afraid of you. I'm sorry for complaining about your tree. I've relearned my place. Go. And then to there. Like, what the fuck? What do you... I don't know what determines. Like, sometimes it feels like I can move, I can get a grip on the smooth stuff, and sometimes I can't, and I don't know what the difference is. Like, I don't know why sometimes that feels possible and sometimes it doesn't. And I wish I did. So I could, you know, try and do the right thing. I want to let myself fall so that I can grip on that little light. There we go. There we go. Okay, now that's over the edge. I respect you, tree. You deserve to exist. I'm sorry for everything I said before. I don't know what I was thinking. And there we go. Sometimes you just gotta lie to a tree. And after all, we did title this stream The Lies We Tell Ourselves and Others, or whatever it was. So just gotta stay on theme. Sometimes it's about lying about babies. Sometimes it's about lying to a tree. It wasn't a lie! It wasn't a lie! The game knew it was a lie. I managed to lose even more progress than before. Yeah. If we're talking left to right, that was technically even farther back than here. It wasn't a lie! I'm sorry, game. Home sweet home. We'll get to feel good about ourselves. It's fine. All yada yada yada. All those other lies. I'm completely okay with this thing that happens. This is fine. Ugh, and it's even more fine this time. Actually, that one's true, because, like, as long as I'm already down here, the difference between where I was and here is fucking nothing. Careful. Might be in denial. A little bit. No, but I mean, like... Seriously, like, compared to where I was with, like, the boxes and stuff, all this area is the same. Like, it's chunked in my mind to be the same area. There's basically... I'd say there's, like, 3 areas for me right now. Maybe 4. So there's all of this stuff. The second area that's like when it's a new chunk in my mind as far as like what feels like how much I've lost is so the second chunk is like the industrial area and like getting up, having to climb up that little thing and like scoot along the thing. Like third area is in that area around the hole that I got terrified of. And then the fourth area is when I get to the boxes and shit. So, like, all of this is still one large Area 1 to me. So if I've already lost enough progress to be in Area 1, it all starts feeling basically the same. That's how I've, like... That's how my mind has made sense of all of this and, like, where I am in it. Nope. It's the problem. Sometimes you really need to get some speed behind it, but it means if you fuck up, you just launch yourself the wrong way. I'm sure I don't have to explain this, but if it ever seems like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, oh my god, just do this. Just, you know, hook onto here, pull it in, and then pull it this way. Like, if it ever seems like that, yes, I'm thinking that too. Easier said than done on the motions. No matter how much I can visualize what I need to do, actually pulling it off with the mouse is a big step 2. Like, no part of me wanted to, like, launch myself backwards like that, obviously. That was a big ol' why would you do that? And the answer is always, I don't have as much control as I like to pretend that I do. And yet, at the same time, I have more control than that. Like, I both do and don't have control over this situation, because, like, which is why, like, sometimes you improve and you, like, swim through an area, and then other times you utterly go backwards even though you've done it a million times. Or sometimes you'll get through this part really quickly, and other times you'll struggle and move backwards, like now. Oh my god. You just have to accept the flow of how the reality wants to take place. You have to accept that there is no spoon. It is not the pot that climbs. It is only yourself. Now it's really... There we go. So this is now Area 2 to me. Now what's really going to bake your noodle is whether or not I would have fallen down the hole if I hadn't set up the bed. I still need to see the new Matrix. And I still need to, before I do that, rewatch the old ones. Which is, in a way, what I'm more looking forward to, though I do want to see the new one. Waiting for it to show up on HBO Max. Okay. Easy does it. Shit. My understanding is that it'll be, you know, fine. Not the best one, but a serviceable Matrix movie. Damn it! Ah, I was like, I managed to get all the way to the top, just one little click at a time. I just captured all of them. Did all the little climb points, and then shoved myself down to the bottom. I swear, this part is one of the harder parts for me to do. Like, there's some stuff beyond this that's way easier to me. Like, even getting... Damn it. Like, getting up the slide and everything? Oh, shit. That's definitely tricky, but, like, I will prefer that to this. Like, this is... It's just such tiny little holds. It's so easy to accidentally push yourself. Damn it. Like, if you just get the timing a little bit off and don't catch yourself on the lip. And even if you do, it's easy to kind of fuck it up and smack the wall. And just, this part's tough. Its saving grace is that at least it's relatively safe. Like, there's only so much you're likely to... Like, unless you really launch yourself to the left accidentally, which I have done. You just saw it. And it almost went very poorly for me. You're not likely to lose a lot of progress. You certainly can, and game, I am not claiming that I don't respect this area. Just saying that, at least it's relatively safe. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to go directly straight and then swing with the right timing on such a tiny lip. Like, you just... There's not a lot of wiggle room. But okay. We're now into what I would start considering Area 3. And we're at the hole that terrifies me. So let's have a little bit more of this. So, like, this one is definitely more dangerous than that last wall I had to climb. Because we've all seen how easy it is to accidentally fall with the wrong angle and fall in that hole. But at least, like, that rake, it sticks out a lot. It's... The climbing part is a little bit more forgiving. There's just a lot more danger to it. Oh, hey, what's up, Hoots? Going pretty well, other than, everything about the experience of playing this game is its own kind of madness. But, in a good way. How are you doing? Sorry, are you going to East? I am not, but just curious, or I forget if you attend East or not. Okay. Still caught myself there. Also, were you at West? If you were, I don't remember if we ever crossed paths. Maybe we did and I'm just forgetting, but I feel like we didn't. But oh no, don't say that. Don't inform me of this other masochism game. What is Pogo Stuck? Hey, what's up, Blinking Firefly, everybody?
it going?
It's going all right. We've gotten to some newer areas than before.
Ooh, you're up high.
We are up high. We've gotten before, or we've gotten beyond this. Unfortunately, that little hole right there is a siren that's been calling to me all night. I have fallen down. We did bets about how long it would be for me to fall down. We did I was like, at this point, I was like, okay, how long? Because if you fall down, there's an easy way to like lose like all the progress and be like all the way back at the bottom.
Yeah.
I was like, how long do we think it's going to be? Like over or under 5 minutes? Like if you fall beyond that point. And every time I get here, I like accidentally try and do everything in my power to fall down that hole. So
It's so disorienting with the like angled pile of house.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
But we did a bet on whether it would take more or less time than 5 minutes. I started a timer. Everybody had their bets in. Most people said longer than 5 minutes. Wickinator was the one person who bet under 5, and he was right. It took, I think, 1 minute and 25 seconds. Yeah, I think 1:25 was what it was. I've been up here. That slide is a piece of shit. Because it's, you know, slidey. Okay, that explains why I didn't see you there. That would make sense. Might not be able to make another for a while. I hope you only mean because of COVID and not like other things that are going problematically. But yeah, as I said, I missed not seeing you there. That's true. And Average Genius was the one person who bet on the option. Nah, he's never going to fall down that hole again. You're past that point. It won't.
So there was how long will it take and will it even happen?
Well, there were 3 options. It was under 5 minutes, 5 minutes and over, or it will never happen. Average Genius believed. Despite me saying even at the time, anybody who bets on that is stupid. But you had to show that you were the real genius, that you knew, even though... And then you were wrong. All right. Did you go out for a run or just a long walk? I saw you went out.
It was a run walk.
A run walk.
Like
How'd it
about
go?
an hour. It was not as bad as I thought it would be. A little bit achy in some spots. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Oh no, of course. I believe that you didn't believe either. But you just had to... There we go. Up the slide. And now I gotta move over onto those boxes. Okay. Okay. This is around the farthest we've gotten. Not quite. There's still a little bit more. Yes. We're not quite there. But we're getting close. I need to remember some of the tricks of this. Alright, so lower myself down. Oh, okay. Active duty. Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on. Okay, we're onto here. We've briefly gone up those kind of stairs, and that's right around where the last... The good part about this is, if we fall here, we don't lose a lot of progress. We lose a little, but we don't go like all the way back to the beginning.
Is stuff just floating in midair?
Yeah, all sorts of stuff is just floating in midair. Here, hold on. Move this, move that mic more over here. Okay.
These are very well designed structures.
They somehow they used a lot of... They found anti-gravity.
Great shading and detail.
That's true. I guess that is another thing to commend this game. There's like it would be really easy to use just a lot of repetition, but like everything is pretty unique. Like I'm looking even at just those boxes down there that I'm standing on now. I think I can only see 2 that I think are the same box. The rest,
yeah, they're all slightly different.
like that one and that one, I think are the same. Though even that, I think that other one's taller.
angled
Yeah, never
slightly
mind.
different.
I think every single one of those is kind of unique. Okay. Oh, fuck. But again, there's like you thankfully even when you fuck that part up, like you don't lose a lot of progress, so it's not the worst, but I definitely fucked that up. Unfortunately, it means that I have to go back to the hole of destiny, and I have to get over it. Yeah, all I can, like, much as I enjoyed going to West this year, thankfully, maybe not thankfully, you didn't miss a lot. Like, it was definitely very different. It was...
That was my first time there, so that was
Yeah.
my first impression of it.
Yeah,
Just
she enforced for the first time this year, but it's definitely a little different experience. I'm looking forward to ideally someday it being back to normal. There we go.
be nice.
That went up the. That was a nice breezy
There's a
chime up
kid.
the.
Oh, he's frozen in time. That's great.
Oh right, so yeah, Pogo Stuck. You were telling me about that. So it's another similar game to that. Like, if you said it before, I totally missed it. So you're gonna have to say it again. Like, tell me about Pogo Stuck. 'Cause I haven't heard of it, but you know I'm down for these kinds of frustration games. Well, I wasn't expecting to catch myself on that lip.
Yeah, that's
but...
impressive.
Okay, I'm gonna extend down here so that I can catch shit. Push off just a little bit. No!
Oh.
Okay. At least I landed there. See, it's a rage game like this. Is it browser? Is it on Steam? Like, how does one take a look at Pogo Stuck? Because I like me a rage game.
I'm curious what the story is behind all of this.
Well, it's supposed to be like the story is something about like that the story is about that somebody made a game called Sexy Hiking, and like
Sexy.
yeah, like the story of the game is like that this was some other game called, kind of like if you remember the Beginner's Guide, how it's like kind of the game is about this other theoretical game that was made. I think that's more or less kind of the story of this, but it's sort of like appreciating the zen of just having to take your time with something, and like you're going to lose progress and it's going to take you a while, but you'll overcome challenges.
Jizz?
Fuck you, yes, challenges. It's my favorite brand of jizz, from the makers of S Seaman comes challenges. It is Steam. Okay, yeah.
I'm really bothered by that boy just frozen in time.
Is that a boy or is that just like a toy?
No, that's a boy.
Hold on.
It's a real boy.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to go far enough back to be able to see it. So I'm sure we'll be back in this area again, and I'll try and take a better look next time. So, Blink over here has been spending her gaming time lately. There we go. She's been doing a lot of Don't Starve together. Like
I'm a little obsessed with it, though not very good at it. I've made it to day 60 something at this point. Oh wait, no, I've made it past 70 at this point.
Oh yeah, nice.
But I cheated a little bit. I did the rollback a couple of times for this previous or current game, not previous game.
But yeah, she's been getting super into it. Played a lot more of it than I have at this point.
I want to get all the Kitcoons, among other various goals.
So for the God, this part is tricky. For all the reasons that you might imagine. Alright, I've got myself there. Okay. Hooked on the chair. So now I gotta go back and go up
Nice.
on the video camera.
Oh, you're being surveilled.
That's right. This is about as far as we've gotten. I've hooked on the video camera and gotten slightly above, and then I fell. So what I need to remember from here is if you're gonna fall, aim to the right. All the things that are gonna catch you are to the right. So swing to the right. Okay. Nope. Come on. Get perched. No, I'm trying to like get just that right kind of perch on the chair before I pogo off of it. At the right angle. Damn it.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, exactly. This game is that emotion, the game. Okay, aim to to the... Okay, well, that's more or less where I wanted to be on this chair. That's not quite the right
It's
angle,
whole the game.
Yes. Go!
Brought to you by the makers of Guh. And
Okay, that's about what happened last time. It's like, really, you can knock yourself back and forth between these walls relatively easily. And, like, thankfully that kind of saves you, but it's hard to make progress. Okay, careful. Pull yourself in. Okay. Right, you have to have a certain amount of alcohol and a certain amount of just serenity, of just accepting that it won't...
like this?
Well, like this, but...
Oh, we're talking amount-wise.
Well, like, you have to accept that it's going to go poorly. And just bad things will happen. And the sooner you just accept that in your soul, the less rage you feel. Even if you still feel the frustration, you can channel that into a peace and the beauty of the world and how it's all never going to be okay. Oh, I like... Oh my god. The problem is I start getting into an area where like I lose the grip on my mouse. I'm like slipping back and forth. That's part of what happens in those areas where like don't have a great positioning.
Oh, there goes Dagon.
Yeah, God, I think it might have been when you were out on a run, but Slava was fucking yowling earlier. I don't know if it came up on through the mic or not, but he was going at it in the back of the house, just like, you know, like he makes a lot of noise a lot of the time, but he doesn't always go to like 100 like that. He was giving it his
That
all.
intense.
Yeah, just his mournful, very volume heavy yowling.
The cats don't like it when I leave.
They don't.
Who's the person that gives us
Hey,
treats?
okay, there we go. Perched on the video camera will be a little bit easier. I just get into here and I'm gonna shove over and I'm gonna try and actually stand on that couch. There we go. Okay, this is the farthest we've ever been, at least in a stable position. So then we're gonna...
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million
Yeah, he's
views
saying
does
it
it
out
for
loud.
you. Like a baby bird being fed
Some dude
chewed
with
up
10 million
food.
views. Nope, that's
That's
where your
culture
prediction
too.
is wrong, my man. Not quite 10 million views.
Does he just like, spew random?
Every once in a while, he'll say some stuff. Fuck.
No.
It's okay.
I thought his beard was his mouth open in horror at first. It looked like a gaping, horrified mouth. Like.
Okay, salvage that.
Nice.
It's okay. Oh. You can see why I need just a little bit of like just calm the heart down. For moments like that where you're just like, hold on.
Hold on. Oh, damn it, Dagon.
Well, I mean, now that you're in here, I don't need the door closed. I was mostly closing it just to make sure
Oh,
you'll
you
want.
know, it wasn't bothering me.
Okay, I just didn't want to be making a lot of noise in the front part of the house. But if you're here anyway, like, might as well at least keep the cats,
Release the hounds.
yeah, relatively okay
No.
with how there isn't a closed door. So it went well when I was on top of the camera. There we go. Fucking fuck!
At least you have a nice view.
Yeah. You get to see how far you can plummet.
So serene. Just gotta focus on the serene blue.
That was one of those recognitions of like, I'm definitely gonna slip. I need to slam this over to the right away. You might know that meow from her stream. That one was a diggin' meow.
It was a Dugan.
Which again, if you...
Trying not to respond and reward the whining.
Yeah. Which again, if you're interested in someday this being a cello thing again, I highly recommend following and having notifications set up for Blinkin' Firefly's channel over on twitch.tv/BlinkinFirefly, no G.
They're asking for you over there.
Because that's where cello duets happen. Admittedly not frequently, but if you have the notifications up, you'll certainly see when they do happen and be able to be a part of it. Come on, I can get back up to that cow. Like, that picture frame there is definitely going to keep giving me challenges, but... Oop. Okay, that's the kind of angle I wanted.
Hoist.
Exactly.
Hoist.
No.
Damn it. The problem, it's like, if you do just the wrong move, you like kind of give yourself just a little bit of a pop and then you start slipping. And it's really too easy to do that.
Oh yeah, do that, Dagan. It was warm against my foot.
You just like lying down on it, or?
Just rubbing his head against it.
Oh, nice.
Soft and warm.
Okay, so I don't have quite enough reach to just hoist myself on there. Oh wait, okay, so this isn't solid. I could have sworn that I like butt up against it somehow.
What?
Okay, well that...
What?
Lost control of the mouse there a bit. I started just swinging back and forth too much, and like it was down to just like my fingertips on the mouse. Like, you know, usually I've got my whole palm over it, you know, like a mouse. Then you kind of slip a little bit, and then a little bit, and a little bit, and you're just like barely holding it anymore. Okay. There we go.
Beautiful.
There we are.
Toilet got you up even
It's
further.
the toilet always gets me up.
This furniture is receiving a lot of
I've got a very
praise now.
I've got a very specific fetish. Okay. There's still so much left to go. And like it gets so hard. Okay, so I think I need to go over to the left and catch myself over yonder. But we're definitely going to use Mr. Toilet to do that. Okay.
But on the off chance that you're playing
There you
this,
go.
what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated.
Okay. So now I gotta go up
An
and over
orange
to the
is
right.
sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel.
Oh shit! You can
That's
actually
not
roll
how
on
I
that.
feel about
Fuck
a
you,
challenge.
orange. Get out of
I only
here.
want the bitterness.
I
would've sucked.
don't want slippery oranges. Yeah, I'm glad I like kind of towed the water on that one.
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee, licorice, and grapefruit. No. Yes, to like
I
really
don't-
sweet coffee, but
I don't like any of those things, but I do like this game.
licorice and grapefruit.
Ugh.
No, thank you.
Coffee, if you sweeten it enough, will at least you know.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's just
very chocolatey, caramelly.
at a certain point. Yeah, yes, I like milk and sugar. Like. The sad thing is, much as it looks like I'm getting up towards the peak of the mountain now, I'm very not.
I like a little coffee with my milk, sugar, and chocolate.
Yeah, like if it's a southern enough flavor, like I kind of like the coffee flavor. It just
Or
it
caramel.
needs so much help before it's something that I want. And at that point, I'd rather just drink something that I'm more directly have an interest in. But like I don't hate coffee to the same degree. I just certainly hate black coffee.
Now you're making me want to get a Kahlua drink.
Yeah, we have all the makings to do that.
Yeah.
We got Kahlua.
I might have to.
You wouldn't be alone. No! No gargoyle! No gargoyle! Okay.
Oh! But hey, you're right back where the boy was, which wasn't that far away.
That's true. Oh, you're right. That is not a toy. That is a boy. Yeah.
See, I think something happened. The story gets deeper.
It does. But okay, yeah.
Time was frozen except for you.
We only fell back to Area 4, as I've been calling it, and that's not bad. But we could still fall back to Area 3 easily, and then all the way back to 1 if I fuck up this part. Okay, it's alright.
Are there checkpoints?
Oh, fuck no. You can go all the way back to
Does
the
it-
beginning on this.
Does it save where you left off?
Yes, it saves where you
Ah,
left
nice.
off.
Oh.
But no, like it always remembers where you were when you closed out the game.
Mm-hmm.
But you can lose all your progress and have to just redo it.
Oh shit.
There's no way to just be like, you know what, that didn't happen.
There is a way to fall all the way back to the beginning from certain spots.
Yeah, like it probably, as you see, it kind of takes a series
There's
of...
the orange.
You're right, there is the orange. It takes kind of a series of errors to get all the way back to the beginning. Like, any one is probably only going to go so far, but certain areas you can lose a lot of progress. And then if you start fucking up again, it's just... Shit, I hate when that happens.
See balance on
He has
nothing.
got the core strength of, like, greater than Zeus, really. Like, I don't think a Greek god could do what he does.
He was blessed with something.
I better ride the snake? You mean like that slide? Or wait, what? I feel like this is a Dune thing of like
You better ride
like
the
riding
snake.
the snake. Like, I have conquered the mighty moonworm. Like, what is riding the snake in this context? I'm missing it. Because if I better do it, I need more info. Because like trust me, I ride the snake plenty if that's what you mean. But real men ride the
I
snake.
feel
Well,
like
then
this isn't giving us more information.
yeah, I feel like that is a lateral amount of information. I'll know it when I see it. Oh, okay. Like later in the game, there is a snake to ride. I take it. Okay.
Well, now we have something to look forward to.
Oh, I've had something to look forward to. It's the end of this. I've been looking forward to it
You
hard.
get surprises along the way. You get to ride a snake that's...
If I so see, like, how do you balance on that? And I guess I wasn't. It was slowly slipping, but yeah. So there's a snake to ride. I like that you say that with the confidence, like, I'm going to make progress and see this snake. Like, oh, don't worry, you'll know it when you see it. You'll definitely not just keep going backwards. Thank you for that vote of confidence. You clearly were the person who would vote that I
don't
that
know
I
if
won't
it's
fall the hole.
foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is much more subtle.
Right, than directly saying, like, there's a snake and you should ride it.
Okay, a little foreshadow now. Shadow.
Shaddle.
Shadow.
I am
Little
foreshadows.
You're gonna ride a snake. Just to foreshadow everything for you.
Okay, I hate these stairs. Oh, come on. Okay, really get your grip. No! Okay.
Ooh, jacuzzi. It's slightly off kilter, but it's looks usable. Just slosh around enough to fill it up. and-
That's true, yeah, with all this sweat. Ugh, it'd be a gross jacuzzi. Why do you feel like it'll be worse? The snake will be worse than the sandbird. Is there a sandbird to
What
also
the
ride?
fuck?
Everybody here knows more than I do.
Wait, has there been anything along those lines along
Not
the way?
that I've seen. I have seen zero sandbirds.
There's the creepy boy. Maybe.
Yeah, nobody told me to ride the boy for good reason.
If anything, you should be running away from the
That orange
Ooh,
almost
it just
betrayed
went
me. Did you see?
flying.
Yeah, because
oh, wait, it's up there now.
I scraped it with my little hammer. It tried to betray me.
That orange is going on a journey.
Stop
Or it's
sliding.
trying to thwart your efforts.
Oh, it's definitely doing that. I don't know how that beach ball has so much grip to it.
It's really super glued on there.
I made a great cinematic. Wait, was there? Did I like miss the snake or something? Okay, hold on. We need to get rid of this orange. Hold on. 4. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
just
no
an
golfer.
accident waiting to happen.
The problem is I need to do it without her. There we go. Except
Nice.
now it's probably just down the slide, ready to harm me again.
So when you fall back on the slide, you'll just smack it out of the way a little bit further down.
Oh, the sandbird from Mario. I never played Mario Sunshine. That's why I
And
don't
I
know what
say
you're talking
when.
about. Yes. Oh,
'Cause it's
you're right.
great.
You're right to say when. No, like any amount of vote of confidence in me to like never see a thing again is just foolishness. Like it will happen. You are right to say when. Could you indeed get the Kahlua?
Yeah. I'll grab some flavorings.
Yeah.
I'll make my drink first. And then
Okay. Yeah, I never wound up playing
Oh, wait, I
Mario
have Coke in my
Sunshine.
pocket.
You do. Oh. Oh, okay. I mean, I know that you didn't actually believe that, but...
Oh.
Come on. No! God damn it. God, those stairs are so slippery. Once you get past them, it's not too bad. You got a lot of opportunity to, like, push back and forth, but... Oh my. Like, just trying to pull yourself in on that slope. Like, this whole area is a lot of slippery stuff. Like, once you get to the, like, toilet and all that stuff, like, it gets nicer for a bit. Which is why I'm so sad that I lost all that progress, because, like, it was actually kind of a nice, rocky, grippy sort of place again. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Knew what I had to do to make sure that didn't happen. It's at least been well over 5 minutes. But I still didn't want it to happen again. I know. I actually, I think I own it. In fact, I played it too late because I never had a GameCube, and I didn't fully get into it. But I know, like, I have a friend who, like, that's like his summer game. Like, he plays it every summer. I don't think he's kept that up anymore. But for a while, like, just every year in summer, like, he'd play Mario Sunshine again. So, like, it's well loved, but, like, I have a hard time going back to games that after I've played enough things where, like, mechanics have been made to feel nicer, and, like, it's hard for me to go back. After a certain point, I'm just like, I could... Whew! Now that's cutting it close. It gets really hard. What I do want to go back and do, though, is, like, I really loved Mario Galaxy, and I never played Mario Galaxy 2, and I want more levels. The problem is, it's still surprisingly expensive to try and buy that. Like, I thought for sure by now a Wii game, like, 2 console generations later, and, like, late in the cycle of one of the, like, we're almost, like, who knows how long the Switch has. Like, we've had it for a while. I figured late into 2 console generations later, I could get a Wii game for real cheap, but Mario Galaxy 2 is still more money than I want to spend.
I stepped on something moist. Ew, it's cat puke. Sick.
Well, I didn't do it, but that's a real bummer.
All right, I have coconut vodka, Kahlua, and chocolate syrup.
I don't want the full-on chocolate, so that's too much for me, but I'll definitely add some Kahlua. So there is I know one day you want to watch The Venture Brothers, so I don't want to spoil it. There's a moment in it, there's a drink that is referenced at one point in the show that is a red Moco cooler, which is red Kool-Aid mix, Kahlua, and chocolate syrup.
Ew.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. What you have there is about as
Like,
close
this is
to...
a coconutty,
That's about as-
coffee-y, chocolatey drink.
I'm just saying, that's
Those
as close as as I've ever seen somebody make.
Well, the Kool-Aid would really fuck it up. This is an acceptable
Would it, though?
combination.
Yeah, so that is a preferred drink of Rusty Venture
Might be a
is the
little
red
too
Moco
sweet.
cooler.
I might need to add
I may have the exact recipe a little bit off on that, but I think that's what it was somebody can look it up if you want to help me out, but red Moco cooler. I think it's red Kool-Aid. Hershey's syrup and Kahlua is I think what it was.
Sick.
Clearly, I haven't watched it in too long. Considering I'm not certain of that.
But I've got the Goblet of Destiny.
Yes, our chalice that we got for a Halloween party. It was just like way too fucking cool to not own.
It was just sitting there in the Halloween store, begging me.
Yeah,
to take it.
we were getting various accessories for our Halloween party, and like the way that I and Fekamoto Pillows and now at this point Amber also throw parties, like there's a lot of bullshit going on, like little games and stuff, and like a lot to do and prizes, and we were like going through trying to like shop for accessories and prizes and stuff for our party. Oh shit. And we saw that along the way, and that was the type of goblet that we're like, I'm gonna find a reason to own this. Like, we're gonna make this part of the party because it's just too cool looking.
And we did.
We did. It was the official way to have to drink the witch's brew. Whoa.
Wait, did you get further up, or are you further down?
No, I'm further down.
You're-
That's in fact the hole that if I had slipped off that part right there that I barely caught myself on, would have been all the way back at the beginning.
Oh shit! Did you see the orange?
Not yet. Or if I did, I missed it.
We got rid of it.
You just cracked your favorite stein today. Oh no, was it one of those like a wooden one? Well, sing us the glory of the stein that once was. What was like the design of this stein? Like, give us a poem. Do like Samwise after he's like trying his best to do a poem about the fallen Gandalf.
Pixar didn't happen. Show us.
Yeah,
your
if you have
stein.
any pics of your stein, even better. But I want to know about the stein that was, and if it had a name. Like, was it Ben Stein or?
Come here, Ben. Serve me your finest.
Like, was your stein really monotone and unfortunately conservative and?
This is so sugary.
Yes.
You want to try some?
Absolutely not. I don't.
It's
Are you
really
booing?
balanced.
Are you booing me calling his stein Ben Stein? You know what you were in for this. You came here. You subbed to this channel for a year, despite there being no streams. You knew what you were in for. Stein Wilder. I don't get it, but I feel like I should. Yeah, by all means, post a pic to Discord. We must know of your stein and celebrate it properly. I had a wooden stein once that I got one of the last times that I went to a Ren fair. And good lord, what a piece of shit. You'd really think that they would prioritize when you make a stein, you'd think it being waterproof would be really important, so that it doesn't just leak out the bottom and that it's actually sealed up.
Yeah,
Nope.
you would think that.
You'd think that would be really important to a stein that you're spending $70 fucking on.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I never used it because it would just leak out the bottom.
That's really shit.
Really slowly. So like if you were fast enough at drinking it, you could still like enjoy a drink, but like yeah, it was like a piece of shit stein that I spent way too much money on. And thus began my like not really having a lot of desire to spend money on merch at Renfests. I haven't really been very often since then because I'm like, it's just way too expensive garbage a lot of the time.
It ruined Ren fairs for you.
It didn't ruin them. Like, I'd still go to one again. In fact, there's that wedding that keeps getting postponed was going to conclude in everybody going to a Ren fair together, and I signed up for that until the wedding got postponed. Yeah, it was.
I remember that. It was supposed to be Ren fair.
Yeah, and I'm still going to go to that. Like, so no, it has not ruined it for me. There's still a lot that I enjoy, but like at this point, I basically never buy stuff there because like that kind of ruined that for me. I spent a lot of money on a really, really shitty stein.
Cheers.
Cheers, indeed.
That was a solid clunk.
But no, like I still like going, and I mostly at this point enjoy just watching the shows.
Draco. Oops, I did a Vulcan salute on your stream.
Oh, Oh no, that wasn't allowed. Go for it.
Okay, Drake.
But yeah, it used to be a Stein that had, I can't remember what at this point what the emblem was on it. I think it was some like wolf head or something. It was one of those places where you could get like all sorts of different designs on your Stein. That was probably the name of the stall,
Design
was
on your
like
Stein?
Design Stein.
Stein.
Yeah.
You're Stein.
Well, that sounds like you have disdain for the Stein. Like I have disdain.
No Stein.
Oh.
That
That'll be
sounds
the
like
name
you're
of the
saying not
show.
this time, but
No Stein.
okay.
And people will be really confused until you explain it to them.
But yeah, like I really wanted to get something that I thought I would get some actual use out of. Did you like?
It's hitting me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Hershey's syrup is hitting you. The chocolate is
Hey,
hitting
it
you.
is 0.5% chocolate syrup.
You can see the resin. You tell me, does that look like 0.5% chocolate syrup? The chocolate stains
I
on the
just
inside of
drizzled.
this mug?
It's drizzled.
I don't know if they did or not. They may have. But yeah, it was supposed to be like a thing that I thought, like, you know, as long as I'm going to spend some good money on something, I want it to be, like, not just like a sword that'll sit on a shelf, but like something that I'll actually use. I wanted a cool Stein. And then, yeah, I used it a little bit, and then it became clear how much it leaked. And if they had that info, I had already thrown it out or something, and I didn't remember the name of the shop, and yeah.
I need to sit that slower. Ooh. Okay.
Huh? Okay. Alright.
Where's the orange?
I don't know. I'll have to find... It may have indeed just slid all the way down the hole, and if we ever fall all
Gone
the...
forever. Okay.
No, gone until we fall all the way back
Oh,
to the
yeah.
beginning, and then we'll see that orange again. And be like, hey buddy, you come to Orangetown? Coming to what I like to call the orchard, now that it's my place? The orange chard?
He's got a wife and kids.
Yeah. It's like, ooh wee, last you saw me, oh, I was up on that slide, but boy, have I been through some times.
I've been busy down here.
Yeah,
Got myself
okay.
a whole orchard van.
Got this whole place to myself, ooh wee.
God damn it.
Mr. Orange Butthole.
Hate Mr. Poopy Bottle.
Okay, there we are. We're back up beyond the chair, in the realm of where things start getting at least kind of manageable again. I say that right before I fuck everything up and just go all the way back to the beginning. I'm like completely
Can I
sober.
try?
What the hell? I want to say yes. I really do. But you saw how long it took to
okay.
get back here.
Like a hobbit, I have beginner's luck. I don't know how that's like a hobbit, but I have luck. I have beginner's luck.
I want to say yes so badly, but I need to be able to sit. Like, if I could save where I was and be like, yeah, go for it. But I'd have to climb all the way back up this goddamn mountain.
Okay, I'll have to start my own game.
Yeah, okay, if I fall to the beginning, absolutely. Like, if I take a major fall or something, I'll definitely hand it over to you. But right now,
Okay, deal.
I'm at least close to the end, like the top of where I usually, or where I've ever gotten. So I don't really want to hand over the reins just yet. But afterwards,
I understand.
totally. There's just too much to lose at the moment that I've fought for too long.
It's okay. I'm occupied with my
With your chocolate syrup.
No, it's okay. Coconut coffee, chocolate. So what should I call it? What do you call
Hershey's
that?
syrup.
It's not. It's not just Hershey's syrup. It's just Hershey's syrup. Yes.
I think you call it a patent violation.
What?
Hershey's syrup if you added some yeast and then waited a month.
What?
Nope. Let's catch ourselves on that chair.
Coffee. Coconut coffee mud pie. That's what I've just created.
The coconut coffee mud pie. Available now for
The
any who...
CCM.
CCM. It almost sounds like it's like a communist drink, but... You're making some ramen today, but you don't have anything else to heat water in the new apartment, so you nuke some. I mean, it certainly works. You can do that, but that's a shit. So, it sounds like a very new apartment. I'm surprised though it doesn't have a. Oh, shit. So no stove in this place?
Ramen.
I know, right? You're making me want it too.
Water.
Okay, we're back at Toilet Town.
Hey, nuking some water's legitimate. I do it.
No, exactly.
I do it for my tea when it's gotten cold. Like I start off boiling it, but then I'm too lazy.
There we go.
You don't want to boil it after you've steeped it.
You're right, I don't want to do that.
Well, you don't want to have anything to do with tea, so I'm not
Exactly.
surprised there.
That extends to boiling and steeping or whatever the hell. Okay, so I gotta make it over there. You know, leave it full of water in the sink overnight and see if it'll. Oh, your Stein. Got it.
I'm still not sipping slow enough. Oh my god.
Oh wait, did you I was gonna say, did you post a Discord? But I see that I don't see anything new on Discord. You're biting my shoulder. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. It's the pot. That's a pot that you don't have, not the stove. I got it.
There's something very sheltering about these rocks.
Yeah, this place is nice.
It's very
I'm gonna fall off and
naturey and zen.
I'm gonna do that.
No!
Okay, we're back at the slide.
Go back to the zen.
I want to so badly. I'm
The
about
nature-
to do it.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh man, like 50 points to Gryffindor. Whoever knows what that's referencing. Of just all right. Hold on,
No,
we'll
we
do
have
it
to
again.
give them more. Whoa. There you go.
I'm about let Blink play. No, I didn't fall far enough. If I fall a little bit more, I'll let Blink play if I get like a donation that says so. But like I've spent too much of my life on getting to that place.
Yeah, I think you've invested a bit too much
Exactly.
at this point.
My time, it would just hurt too bad. Like I took a fall.
You don't want me playing when I'm drunk on Hershey's.
Oh, it wouldn't even matter. Like it's just it's less that you've are drunk on Hershey's and more that like you've just never done this at all before.
And that too.
Like it was just it's hard enough even with the practice.
Okay, we'll give you another hint. What do they get if they guess what this is from or what we were referencing?
Pride. No one gets anything around here.
Pride.
No one even gets enjoyment of watching for being here. You just get all you get for being here is questioning life choices.
Okay.
Oh, it's in Discord. Okay, for some reason Discord wasn't showing a notification. Oh, when my computer restarted, I didn't open Discord. That's why. I saw the icon on my desktop, or the like taskbar, but it wasn't open. All right, hold on. Let's take a look at this Stein real quick.
So
Oh, okay, so full on like clear Stein, but
Nice.
indeed quite the. So how did that happen? Let's hold on. There we go.
that is just a nice simple Stein.
That's what we have there. How did this crack happen? Yep. Recapture the thing.
I'd be
There we
really sad too, Interloper.
Yeah.
I mean Gino. Is Gino?
Either way, yes. Gino, introverted, interloper, all the same.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I remembered what I was gonna say.
You're asking about like what they win, and it's very much nothing.
No, I was gonna say something way more important.
I doubt that. All right, what were you gonna say? I don't doubt that. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say.
I'm about to go up the wall.
You're cute.
Okay, now like somebody will know that. We're not the only people who saw
No,
this.
we're really that old.
No.
Nobody's gonna get
No.
that. Nobody's gonna get
Draco's here. He's even older.
Draco, what is it?
He's like about to die.
I gotta slough off all my dead skin. Oh!
Okay, caught on there.
That's hot.
Yeah, like You're leading the pack on mortality. Come on now. You're not long for this world. Hot water flowing, I poured out, refill
It's
it.
true. I am
Oh,
the
okay, so this was all part of that process. I see.
I am the old and drying.
I've done that before accidentally with like having just some glassware that was too hot, and then I just ran under some cold water, and like I've been there. I've done the heat. It's been a long time, but I've done that heat change too quickly and cracked some glass that way.
Oh, so one time I was getting ice cream back when I was
believe
a
it so
teenager.
far.
Ice cream's not my favorite food or anything like that. And my mom was in the kitchen with me doing whatever moms do in the kitchen. And I was serving myself ice cream in this glass bowl that had just come out of the dishwasher. Nice
So it was
and
real hot.
hot
Yeah.
and
Oh, no.
fresh.
Oh no!
And I'm dumping the scoops in, and out of nowhere, it just explodes.
Just shattered, yeah.
It exploded.
Yeah.
It exploded glass everywhere. It went psh, and I was just like, I thought it was voodoo or something. I just didn't know what happened.
That's basically what happened. The time I'm thinking of, it was like a full Pyrex, or not Pyrex, but like that style dish, and like it basically did that too. Yeah, like I ran water and just thankfully it was in the sink, so it couldn't really explode all that far. But it just like
mine was on the counter and it just went everywhere. My mom's like, "What happened?" I was like, "I was just
Magic.
scooping ice cream." I was like, "This
wizardry
bowl-"
happens.
I was like, "This bowl does not like me getting ice cream. It's a sign that I need to get more."
You know what occurs to me? When we met with you alongside me, this reminds me of way back in the day. Someone might have to do that. This may have been before your time even, or may at the very beginning of your time. Back when Lockdown and I used to play like Super Fight and have people vote on which side they believed in. So,
Oh, super fight!
yeah, we would like
I'd play that.
present our cases. We'd fight each other and present like why our fighter would win, and have the chat vote on like who they believe won that that argument.
I dig.
That was way back in that would have been back in like 2015, 2016 last time that happened.
That's not too bad. You're
No, exactly.
in the jacuzzi, and it's just
Exactly.
telling you that you need to relax and soak for a while.
I know, like Colonel, you were definitely around for that. Like I know you would remember, but like I meant like Blink. I think that may have been slightly before her time.
Who ordered the explosive ice cream, right? Clearly, it was on sale.
Okay, I need to actually.
According to my mom.
I need to make sure to look at
She
the
had a coupon
monitor
for it.
while playing. It turns out when you look, that's the edge. If you fall off that edge, you're back at the beginning.
Oh shit! Do not.
So I was that hair's breadth away from you being able to play, but so next time that happens, just take the mouse and just shove it in a random direction, and it'll mean that you can play.
I'll just be like, I had a hiccup.
Yeah. So that's
sorry.
the edge. If you fall off that one, you're basically all the way back at the beginning of the game. Technically not. There's still like some kind of vague tutorial kind of stuff beforehand where it's just minor obstacles, but you're basically back as far as you're reasonably going to go if you fall off that edge.
2015 BB before Blink. See, I joined in 2016.
And like
Summer of 2016.
some of that may have happened in 2016 because like 2015 is like when I first started streaming anything, which wasn't even in that apartment where that happened. So like I don't know exactly when the last time we Lockdown and I would have done that is.
Oh my god, I'm sipping. And it...
You need water. You don't have my constitution. You don't have my constitution. Like I'm stone sober right now.
No way.
Yep.
No.
How much did you drink?
Not a lot. Like some, but here, let me fix that. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJHDFEDCBA. And here, hold on. Here's my nose. Yeah. It's true. It might be surface cracks and just on the inside, but even still, like, even if that were the case, I could understand not really ever fully trusting it again, and it still really sucks even if it's surface cracks. But yeah, mine was wood. I mean, it just sucked from the beginning. I feel like for some reason I'm not struggling with slipping off the slide as much as I used to. I say that now, right before before I slip all the way off the slide. I kind of want to claw that kid. Yeah, I'm gonna give him what for. He shouldn't be there.
He's violating your space.
And my sense of time, and let's hit him in the crotch. That was almost a poor decision. I mean, it was a poor decision, but it was almost a supremely poor one. Yeah, but I'm still down to hit this kid. As much as we've talked about, like, not being on board with children tonight, it's about time we commit violence to them. I don't know if that's picking up on the mic, but there's a struggle happening in the kitchen. I don't know what it is, because her objective is just to get water in a vessel that she already has in her hands. It's not exactly a hero's journey.
Yes, it is.
But there's a struggle happening with this. How's it going there? What happens? That is one block of ice in there. What did you do?
I was filling the water and then I went to have a sip and it just went. It spilled everywhere because I hadn't screwed it on.
Okay.
I didn't screw the lid on. It was just sitting on. So it was going everywhere.
I want to take this opportunity to put a large bet on myself winning Super Fight and being able to form a coherent argument.
No. I disagree.
Large bet on my... I've got good news for you. Guess which hole I just fell down?
No!
It's your turn to play.
That's not the beginning.
Oh, you want the beginning? Yo, hold on.
No, I don't want
There you go.
Oh, that is the beginning. Look, there's the orange.
There.
We found it.
Welcome to Orange Town. You want to play? Go for it.
No, how do you do this?
It's all just... There's no clicking or anything. It's just moving the mouse. So you see that circle?
Mm-hmm.
That's roughly corresponding to the head of that axe. Where you move that, we'll just move the axe, and that's all it is.
Oh, well, that seems easy enough.
Oh, sure! Speed run it for us, please! That seems easy enough. And I
Don't
swear
forget.
to God, if you do this, I'm out. The stream
okay.
goes off. I will
So,
stop the stream before it happens. I cannot accept this.
I have, I feel like, though, saying that I have beginner's luck counteracted the beginner's luck.
Go ahead. Get on top of this rock.
Okay. I just...
So the main advice I can tell you is definitely a little bit of slow and steady, like especially until you get a feel for it. Like the faster, like you need to go fast sometimes to get like a real, like really throw yourself.
Yeah.
But the faster you go, the more dangerous what you're doing is. I can also adjust the mouse sensitivity if you want.
Oh.
But like a lot of it is really specific, and you gotta get a good feel for it.
Okay. Oh, geez.
Like exactly how you touch something makes a big difference.
Yeah, I'm seeing that like right away.
Yes. It's not an easy game. So yeah, you'll probably want to go like.
This is chaos. I don't think.
You want to get a nice like kind of hit the
Beginner's
ground and then like
won't
kind of
help me
pull
here.
it into you a little bit and like
Okay.
go nice and slow.
Let's.
Yeah. So here, what you're gonna want to try and do is find a way to like get it, pull it into your body, get it beneath you, and just pogo up, and then like arc it over to the side and catch yourself. So the pogo part you will have to do fast, but yeah, there you go. So now you're caught over that ore, and now you'll want to like pull it down a little bit, and then like bring yourself over. By kind of like you'll want to pull it kind of like down into the left. Oh, there you go. There you go. So you got it.
Okay. So just.
So the
Oh,
roof
no!
you're probably not going to get a lot of purchase on. You kind of have to like launch yourself up and then catch yourself on the end of it because it'll just
Okay.
slide off.
There's a lot. There's a lot of movement. That you can
Yes,
do.
there is. It's very precise.
Oh jeez.
Well, while you do this, I'm going to grab like I'm gonna grab Super Fight and like see what.
Okay.
Try and think about like how to best get set up with this real quick because it's
Sounds
been
good.
it's been I don't know 6 years since we did this. All right, no problem. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Gino, and thanks for sharing Ben Stein.
Yeah, good night, Gino. So I've never played this before. And from watching, I could tell that it definitely was not an easy feat to get anywhere. This is too hard. I need some more drink to help me. I need some climbing fuel. Okay, there we go. How do you do this? You don't? Yeah, sobriety is not a factor in this instance.
It's just really hard. Like, if you want, I can. Like, part of it may just be we have different preferences on mouse sensitivity. Like, I've got it pretty high up. If you want it to move a little bit slower, I can adjust that for you, which may be part of it.
Okay, now what?
So now, yeah, extend it over, grab yourself on there, and just kind of arc around.
Okay.
Oh.
It really factors in what you're touching.
Mhm.
Like it.
Oh,
just-
yeah. It's all just physics and heavy quotes.
Oh no! Don't draw back down because.
Like, you kind of get a feel for what matters and what doesn't over time. There you go.
Okay.
And then up and over, and just do basically the same thing. Yep, same thing as you did with the ore. Yeah.
No.
Get used to that feeling.
Mm. It really is like because it's so sensitive
Yeah.
to everything that you do.
Well, do you want to try? Like, here, let me.
Well, you don't have to change anything. Like I feel like.
But I mean, I have the set. Like, I can literally make the mouse a little bit less sensitive to like see if you prefer it like that, where it doesn't,
Okay.
where it'll be a little bit easier to move it more subtly, but it'll be harder to just like do rapid motions with it like this.
Okay.
See if you like the way that feels more.
Oh, I thought I heard a ding. Oh, it was the wire.
Okay, and then you gotta get over the side.
Oh. Yeah. There's that orange. It's taunting me. It's like harassing.
It'll do. That's why we had to knock it down there, so that it could do that. It needs to properly acknowledge that. Yep, that's right. You are all the way back at the bottom.
It's reminding you of where you were.
Exactly.
And
Where you've come from, where you're going, what your life even is at this point.
yeah, I don't feel confident in
There you go.
what I'm doing.
It gets better, but like it's definitely a learning process.
No, 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 no.
You just gotta really learn to feel the mouse as the very end of this physical thing that's there.
Come on. Come on.
Almost. And then like extend it. There you go. So yeah, don't. Yeah, just remember
that
the
freaking
roof is real slippery, so you'll want to try and catch yourself on like the very end of it, but not use it because it'll just slide right off.
Okay. Yeah, the roof.
But now you can fully appreciate what you've been witnessing this whole time.
Yeah, I didn't understand the full extent of the frustration.
Just how much it's like, even just because it seems like it's so obvious, like, yeah, just do this kind of motion, and then like, now you fully get why even simple stuff was easy to just accidentally do the wrong thing. And like, just...
I can't. No, I'm gonna leave this up to you.
Alright.
I feel like you are, at this point, way more expert than I am, and I like that I've been taught the pogo technique, but
Yeah.
I'd have to. Nobody wants to watch me fumble around. when
You'd think that...
I'm too drunk.
Oh, it's making me feel way better. Well, with that in mind, since we're... We might as well do it basically the same as last time we played this. We fell all the way back to the beginning. Oh, I definitely need to turn that sensitivity back up for myself. But hold on, let me just get a good feel for it, so I don't have to do that next time. Make sure this will feel right. Okay, yeah, I think that feels
Wait, show me how
right.
to get the roof.
The roof? Okay, hold on. So we've fallen basically back to the beginning. And we'll end it here once I show you the roof. And we'll do a thing we haven't done in like 6 years, and do some super fight. A game that is going to require all kinds of, like that.
Nice. Okay, so you
So,
had
like,
to hoist yourself.
Yeah, kind of find
Or, like, fling yourself
you
in the air.
find a way to fling yourself. That was one way. It's not the only way, but find a way to get just a lot of height and then catch. And that basic technique is going to come up constantly in this game. It's all just moments where you can get the height and then catch yourself. And then as time goes on, it becomes more a factor of like doing that without accidentally hitting other things in the process. Because that becomes a big challenge where there's like
Nice.
Whoa, oh,
So anyway,
no.
I want to push
But
down
yeah,
to the bottom.
when
The whole
you-
point, we'll start from down here again
When
next
the hammer
time.
hits the middle of something that's kind of elongated, like laterally,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what flings you backwards.
We will leave this man held in this position for probably a week or so. Until I next stream, I expect him to hold this pose. And
He
we're
deserves it.
we're gonna try and do some super fights. Blink and I drunkenly arguing in super fight was definitely a great time, but I'm afraid you had to be there live for that part. But if you don't want to miss out on segments like that, come join us. I'm Midnight Jester 8 on Twitch, and I play all sorts of games every Sunday night, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So click the link down in the description, and I hope to see you there. Coming up next, would you look at that? There's still more mountain to climb.